There must be another way into the building.
A sturdy metal door. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man of...
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have done...
You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever.
I know my rights, and don't you mom me.
But the sweeping on the other side has stopped.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our...
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in. Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Now, what do you want from...
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm no one. If you can call it living, it's barely bigger than a closet. But I'd... Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinaise is a name for anyone who comes from Martinaise. Like...
Oops. You really didn't get the...
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Who's always smoking like the devil. Right? Be in trouble for. I'm no one. If you can call it living, it's barely bigger than a closet.
You hear someone walking around. The walking stops. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is...
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
A poor communard.
Do you have a warrant?
Let's go.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the... It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Why would we want to break into some random citizen's apartment?
The lieutenant looks at you for
I suppose if one were committed to it, there's a pair of chain cutters in the kinema.
just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of... The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. To symbolize the top, also the wreath of antler, because white, nothing at all yet, right? This door is made of metal and appears to be number 28. This is where the...
Let's see if anyone's home.
This door is number 20.
Let's see if...
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right?
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things.
It's all right. We don't have to be here 9 p.m. sharp. I just need to write something down in my notes. Tomorrow evening, right here. Apartment number 20.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big... Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today. Before you stands a This must be the infernal machine. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over a metallic drawer.
Take what you need.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar, cold, useful for open. The handles, you can do good. It's robust, lets you see things in the dark. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering. The white suede, your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics. After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently the smell of fresh. I'm good. Cherry. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Fuck me? Please leave the rage you have for after we finish.
Nothing you can say would. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another.
What? Oh, that sucks. I have to do all that over again?
There must be another way into the building.
That was over fast.
A sturdy metal door. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks.
You're well versed in the kind of threat,
I know my...
but the sweeping.
Miss!
Hold. I don't care about your... Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my... Now, what do you...
She's the cleaning.
Oh, you'll find plenty of my pea brain.
Oops.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway,
Yes, yes.
Somewhere.
What's he in trouble for? Talk! He lives up...
thank you.
I'm... If you... It's barely...
You hear some. The walking. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard.
Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. Want to break into some rent.
The lieutenant.
I suppose if one were committed to it, there's
No reply. That isn't just a five-pointed star. The star, and even today, half to symbol also some the wreath of because white, nothing at all. You see a Samaran. The name Sileng.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's your very...
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout a brewing.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown? Good one, officer. You're a funny guy. Now, what can I do for you?
He does not need your money. Please disregard.
Of course. Fire away. You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them. No problem here, officer. Oh, he's a good guy.
Interesting.
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, I'm an entrepreneur. Good joke, office.
You glance around the decrepit buildings.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
It is, yes.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to
My man of.
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
Yeah, that's the main thing about you. No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything for you. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Sea guy, apricot suzerainty. It's all the same to me. It's all cool.
G'day to you, officers. Sure thing.
It is salty.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
A couple of This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samaran butter sign. You pull the lever, nothing happens. Nothing happened. The spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you. Sure, let me have a look. Another time back.
There are clothes and
Don't be shy.
you find the box smells like
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand. Buy second hand. Keep the
no good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell that they itch.
all natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 real. Everything's still cool here, officer.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? An investment? What kind of investment? Ha! That! You drive a hard bargain, officer. I respect that. Okay. What's it going to cost me? Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull. A kid watching out of a window describing things going by.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
Before you stands, this must be the infernal machine. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a scent of leatherwork and a metallic.
Take what you need.
He's clearly the bribe. Cold, useful for open the handle. You can do good. It's robust. Lets you see things. Pull out toolbox. Slides back into the whites. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch this. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right? He watches you melt down. Nothing you can say. Cop gives up. The detective. Before you stands a this must be in the cabin. You are welcomed by a set of steering levers. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The white suede. Your fingers waste no time. You feel an uninterrupted connection to them. After a while, of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gentle. The handle is pulled back. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. A metallic.
Take what you...
He's clearly the cold, useful for the handles are. You can do. It's robust. Lets you pull out toolbox. Slides back.
This is the...
Motor carriage. Motor carriage. Something bad with the motor carriage. Nothing. Nothing.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder. Yes, sorry.
He says it with very...
The couple...
But this is different. This is...
You're right.
The tip-top tournée is an inter-isol.
Really? Well...
In the cabin, you see as you tap on...
There's no use.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC. The frequency tableau, like the soft purr.
This is Precinct...
Hello, Alice.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and...
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the...
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right? Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
souped up motor car...
God damn it! Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or... You would be too if you had this motor carriage. But seriously, let's quit joking.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5.
The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop. And
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-4, I hear you. I don't have the...
Is it him? What does he want?
He says he needs money.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. Anything else, sir? Over. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very...
Any other good news?
He's saying he lost...
You what? He lost his badge?
This is communication officer. You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking...
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vitmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He's asking you to stop.
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Vitmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over. He says this has probably happened to a...
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding?
Satellite Officer Vitmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnish...
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge.
Fuck me. Mac, come here.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his
badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop.
Why? Did you find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your...
You don't have a comeback. Sorry.
He's not replying. Looks like 10-9, come again.
New Heights even...
Ask him. Ask him.
Sergeant Orson wants to know...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or he's...
Ask him to describe it. His gun.
Satellite Officer McLean...
The fuck do you need a gun for? Look at the python... Oh! Request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Then come again, please. Over. I'm going to need to put you on speaker for a second. Over. The officer is describing his genitalia in exaggerated terms.
Host in heaven.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh.
This isn't really a...
Mac can face a giant of cocoa noodle.
Oh, I can't. Fuck.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative. Not going...
What's he saying?
He said he sodomized you.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerd.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only...
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. Tell him to apologize.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the...
Who?
Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to...
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his gut.
Satellite Officer V. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his...
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. Okay.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this. Ask.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. Then 4.
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives? Did I hear that right?
Seems like it.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What is it?
He seems intoxicated and keeps us...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
10.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Come again, sir. I didn't get that. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Officer, I have still... Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people don't have the money to have the...
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court. No one calls the police. The union would get angry. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I didn't want...
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
The other people who live around here. Local people, You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is for... Please, I just didn't want any trouble. You do? Oh. What else can I do? Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentence. He watches you melt down stoically. Nothing you can... Cop gives up the...
Rough. So I should have I should have
Before
healed.
you stands, this must be the infernal. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel, a metallic.
Take what you need.
He's clearly the prime. Cold, useful for. It's robust. Lets you see the handles up. You can do the pull-out toolbox. Slides back as you tap.
There's no use.
Translate. Alternative translation.
This is
Motor carriage. Motor carriage. Something, but nothing. Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I.
the Caprice.
But this is
You're right.
the tip-top door.
Really? Well, I'm not in the... No, I'm afraid not. Yes, sorry about...
He says it with very... In the cabin, you see a set of steering. The whites, your fingers waste no time closing. You feel an uninterrupted connection to... After a while, you realize... Of course, it's only in your head. The handle is pulled. In the cabin, you see a set of... The frequency tab, the soft...
This is
Hello, Alice.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is a...
Under the green prime line, a flock of right away.
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe... Oh,
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still...
God damn. Look, it helps me to stay alert on long night. You would be... But see...
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to some? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes.
Received.
Lieutenant,
Officer, I have Sylvie Malay. Yes, hello? Oh, right.
there is no resentment in her tone. She wants...
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, maybe, I don't know. No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already... No one calls the police. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own. Mm-hmm.
Push her further.
The other people who live around here, you don't... Please, I just didn't want any trouble. I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Yes, I know. No, sorry. People don't...
It was someone else.
Yeah, go on. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like God. You know women and their That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster. Not a spinster. You have to intervene on behalf of the People's Republic of Love. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
No. What? Oh, God. Please, just stay out of my life.
What? What is it?
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on. Take it to God now.
It will take just...
Her voice is...
Gottlieb, what you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you. Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of, or actually, it could be both, given your profile. Yep. Yes, possibly. positive thinking is a well-known cure.
He sounds very careless about it all.
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact...
Oh, but speed. Sweet speed. It goes so well with alcohol.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, what else? I'm not a brain...
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you, or doesn't care.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Firewalker? Oh, yeah. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery. I'm the most serious person at this... What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing? You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesia...
So it's political. You're being...
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic.
It's not fucking cryo-acta latte. It's super glue, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10...
The man uses relay code.
10-4, 10-18. State your message, sir. 10-4. Your badge should have most of your personal details. Look over that. Over. Ten-9. Over. 10-4, message received. This is...
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and...
He what? He lost his badge?
This is communication. You mean your partner?
What is he saying?
He's a...
I'm his god.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Wittmar.
Did he lose his memory?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking...
It's Officer...
Dick, defend yourself. Immediately.
He says this...
Oh, goddamn it.
Satellite Officer...
Mullen dicked us.
He's asking...
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Wittmar conquers, losing... 10-4, I hear you.
Fuck me.
What's going on?
Super...
He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Lost a badge. He asks you to...
Why did he...
Sergeant Person?
You don't have a comeback. Sorry.
He's not replying. 10-9, come again.
New height?
Ask him. Sergeant Person.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck, no.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were...
Even before you can get the words.
He says he... Ask him to the satellite officer.
The fuck? Oh. Request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
10-9, come...
The host? Dear God, this isn't really a
Malcolm.
I'm not going to. Ask... Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. He acknowledges your joke and...
Lay off. Lay off!
Satellite Officer... 10-4...
Oh, God.
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. 10...
What does he want?
He's asking...
Is he fuck?
I don't think...
Don't give that up.
Alright. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says
he isn't getting a
request denied, sir. Anything else, sir? Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Lonesome. Long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't...
There he still is, looking right through you with his white
Active decay.
He's about to blow!
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence, too. What do you mean, feel? We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, Whirling in Rags. The body is downwind. The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock. Force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid.
The quality of metal is not the problem. From what I see, it's sturdy enough. Let's ask the manager for the key.
Can I help you? What thing? Yes, not the whole damn...
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something. They probably fucking killed that guy or something.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Mine? No, it belongs...
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out.
I thought as much. And I...
Well, yes. Us and...
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you?
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He killed himself.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
What do you need them?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. God.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him. Of course you do. This was your plan all along.
Wonderful.
It is.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel. Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need? He looks at you, spinning your arms. then leave.
It was her way of telling me to piss off.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
No, it was her. She's off to ride that carousel you told me about. They ride the clock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest. Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Hey. Psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have, oh yes, the mass of everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big failure? It's about failure. Yes, abject, you alone, against every living thing. You against the now get to work, comrade. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back. This trash container is locked. The slug with a well-oiled. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it.
No, we need to investigate now.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
We should return later, officer. I don't think we were thorough enough.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. No, searching for... A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches as the legs of...
The victim's clothes? Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. The belt is missing. That's it.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored.
This is a military type overgarment. No.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be...
The fuck's he on about?
See? Not really. Always...
The lieutenant, no. It's just organic waste. Nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist paper.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain... It would also not hurt.
Some items, such as the ledger you found.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the only in its so...
You've acquired an interact...
The container sounds a muffled gong. just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? If you want to earn some change by guilting people, go for it. But it's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board. Right. What more do you need? Below the pathetics? Terror. An aluminium block runs the surfaces in. Looks like an official mark. Made to be low visibility.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from any capable light, all RCM vehicles have headlights.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just...
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden paper, they're not exactly white. They're yellow. Once in a while, there's a red work strife. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. What do you mean? Is that all?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. Two? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. That's okay. We all do.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The hand there is for precisely 1 more. 15 pages near the end remain. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do, barely. But the lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang. He is not really saying anything, just standing there.
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue. Inspect, interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but a satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry. And it things to be done and things already done.
No, actually. Any ideas? Furies. Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also, could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know?
Yes, yes. You know what that normal name is. But it...
Great. That's great. That's actually what I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Yes. It appears you employ a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Others appear more light-hearted. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses it. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was, I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died.
The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what... You don't exactly close them so much as distance yourself from them. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41. Then, date of... Why, yes, your precinct... Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. I got nothing here either. Logic really... Yeah, we're staying out of this business for now. HDB, Ito Crew, is easy to track down. Only the bell left. The case files do not. The crew agreed. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message. A staggering 78. In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of AK. You were so. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. The only way for Leslie, you would think that threatening. It's plain good. He can't get, which is also why it would be very interesting to read. That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. Who knows? Don't worry. One day you may still catch the man. Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof. Yes, as you said here, they were leaving it cigarette butts, coffee. No, you didn't. Murder. Tum. Beaten to death. Joseph Mills didn't get off the... No. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. No, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't... Yeah, no one... Mills has a no... See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply. Smoking hookah. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still. The acidic stench of rotting food, you know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls. Remember when I said the smell of the upstairs bathroom was so rank they should have sent a Why, yes it is. It takes about half an hour. Not much has changed. Arson, petty theft. You don't exactly close them. In the back, then rip them. 3. You don't have to be an intellectual. A monetary penalization. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date, all in a print, a dozen pages of thin copy. Color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual... Yes, all that the rest of the stinking cellulose is much... It's made of dark blue plastic. Blue. The blue heart. Something and something... The plastic shimmers like with your hands. You 4-sized pages hang from... The 2 sides of the board appear slightly misaligned. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just... without resistance or sound. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like it smells of chewing. A touch of cinnamon. The end of summer. You think familiar handwriting lines the inside. A young woman in her 20s. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Throw it away, please. A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. Your hands shake, holding on to it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step, you. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs, and the blood. You feel the ledger slip from your... No. Hold on. To what?
Detective, is everything all right?
There is nothing again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And that's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Is it? The world is gone. You are no...
A bitter, caustic sense of loss remains. Even in the darkness, here in the Paleo-Mammalia, because it's always there.
Tell him. Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the old factory system, they call it the apricot chewing gums. It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Beautiful.
There is no Voyager Road. You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules. No. Someone is...
Yes.
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsura...
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it...
Drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half...
What happened? You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take 10 minutes, maybe. That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses.
Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. You're a straight rider. Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. A shark. Yeah, you're in... Sure. Are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still... That's right. Every time. 98% of all your money. Here you go, hustler. This door is made of number 28.
Let's see if it...
No one answers.
Looks like we should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. Tomorrow.
Damn. Turns out it's... Remember. Tomorrow. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar. You feel a great until a pool of the smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Hello again, officer? Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave... Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about...
Pig is a widely used...
No need to worry. We are...
Okay. Well...
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is intact. You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run. And
They do after 7 days.
the man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants. The material delicate, and these are clearly not.
Indeed, ceramic plate. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather, piece by... We should keep a lookout for these species. No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the... A good point. He could have been intoxicated.
A small, suddenly your biceps coil up.
It's anything but...
Faint, like whirls of floorboards. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what they... The smooth... The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. It is. We've requested similar material for a full...
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,000.
Not too much, yes. I have no idea what that means. That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor. Just something I scraped together from my station. I agree. This equipment is way beyond...
The cadaver slowly twists. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the... This is a steel
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo. No, you're right. The harbor uses 6 rotters to shuffle containers around. They use whatever was on hand here, without paying. I was afraid it would be. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You? 70% of the cases I get are just filling in. A noose is one of those. That ladder can't carry a grown.
The cadaver hangs an inch. His corpse is marked. Alcohol. Your fist clenches suddenly. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it.
Of no nation that I agree.
He wears a wide left. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from from his coat pocket and pulls it open.
Triggered
is the
an instant color. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
a sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small...
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say, sure. Just don't look.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks. His eye, dark brown hair grows on his head.
I'm gone. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. Go ahead. In the park. What do you... It's the... Go ahead. Because you're lost cop to a remote.
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up.
You sure I got out of that one? Come back later, Corpo.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster, only the lower extremities are...
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying...
The monster.
So, what do you think? I do.
Stop talking and... He means you fucked him up good.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part...
Totally dead. That sounds about right, yes.
A pool of blood.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilo.
The fuck he said?
Talking about shit.
Malicious laugh. The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
I think he was upright immediately. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis... Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck.
But there is no breath to catch. Only...
Of course. Come back later.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss...
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered... As you narrow your eye, only the lower extremity. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso, an intricate web of blue lines. The material, delicate. These are clearly not blue. The cadaver slowly twists. The hangman's knot. This is a steel...
Airlifting. I thought the local harbor uses 6...
The cadaver hang...
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there...
Yeah! Bang!
How? I'll blow his head off.
Take it!
Yeah, take...
Silence. With and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. Securing it, that's a Kiel A9090. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches.
He's gonna
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off.
God damn it.
A lot of things were wrong.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks.
No, we are lucky as it is. Any more mistakes could put... I have to say, it's beginning to look unlike...
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shock yourself.
It's bad as it is. Go ahead.
This is the sorriest pit.
Yeah, take it, you fucking fucking banana.
The cold you've held this.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the...
The buckle comes into
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
your field of.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the bot looking straight at you.
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash with it. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
Ace is high.
The ace is high. You could add an ace's low to it, if you like, by turning your back after the high and waiting for another. The high arrives with a sharp slap as you turn around, chill, but then it does, and with furious precision. The lieutenant is not one.
I knew these guys were
Kuno cracks with laughter.
I knew they suck each other off.
We will perform a field autopsy and determine.
Slumped on the ground like.
It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather. Yes, the 4 phases of a murder scene. I can't say I'm fully satisfied with 2. Initial 3.
the fuck are they?
Cops are gonna...
4 and final, transport of the... No, you and I are detectives. Your station would not have assigned you the... In the meantime, we should try to interview Everard Clare, the leader. I would also suggest we interview Joyce, the Wild Pines representative. Yes.
The rotting man. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the word. You must have me confused with the copper. You, sir. You.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get... I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the... That's right.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back later.
The dead man stares. Above those, an 11 field info.
That's you.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings.
KK57 dash next NA next NA. Roughly.
The corpse looks teeming with opportunistic
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned. The pudgy mess of curdled meat.
Fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Naively, the lieutenant does not double-check your notes.
We're still going with March 4th. What else?
KK57 05.
None. At least not after the initial examination. Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
A silent nod. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Somewhere in Jamrock, elsewhere yet. And so, all across Jam.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel
clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of...
See, it's happening.
Babroudin, yes.
The disappointment is palpable.
The boots are ceramic. The boot has tattoos. The upper torso. The assistant has the deceased well-nourished, athletically built. Body hair is light brown.
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch. The stench. There must be brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Lividity is consistent.
For fucking low velocity talking shit.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mark. The steel wire.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below.
See?
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a...
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is
hemorrhaging is observed on the skin. Chest is intact.
No! I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
The dead man's penis is average-sized. Congested.
Back is symmetrical, and in addition, I see smaller, residual scars. Too numerous to count. Last item. Hands.
His flesh is...
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name? I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. I did, Kobo. We should do this more often.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling. I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Ooh. Central nervous system.
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
I think that may well be the moral of every story of it. Good.
With his eyes almost, you hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh.
Yeah, Jack!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the respiratory oral cavity shows no...
No scream. No, it's hard. Once more, you taste stomach. Inside, you see...
There are ancient mysteries down there.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary. Na. Ah. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology. And unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge, like a toxicology screening, at this stage, I doubt processing will find anything. Even...
brimming with cocaine.
Cardiovascular. The body digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Let's see.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Head, chest, and your opinion, officer? Agreed. Next injury? So, has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest.
No, it's not.
Fucking fail as shit!
Bitch saying you in...
I do what I want, see?
Right. Next, dark red. I see hemorrhaging.
Below them, think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
That's it. We have established cause of death. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over. Well, we established probable cause of... We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. We were thorough with the list of injuries, too.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Now, you see, that worries me. You will die if you drink. You know that, don't you? You are proving a useful detective. The organization would meet. I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso, the genitals in his...
Do you think we...
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination. and we need to do it fast. It would have to be industrial.
Fuck are you looking?
Only if all else fails. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever.
The man is decomposed. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Oh yes, just a small gulp away. Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my...
Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's... His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, they are swollen shut. You need to really... Only the little one fits. The flesh...
The fuck is he doing?
The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, Spike. The oral cavity is cold and you're on the right track. The tongue moves. Can you feel it? You're so close. A vision of black and dark. You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger, a black trickle. Your index fits right in.
The fuck is it? Ah, shit, see?
The basal ganglia. This man will never sleep again. Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the lieutenant answers with the same.
Fucking cavity, see?
Your fingers are all the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him. Your fingers reach to ice-cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
Can you get to it?
There's a the object that is in there stops just short of the sky.
We have the makings of a very small exit.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pit.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger.
My picks.
What? What is it?
The inside of the head feels cold with a plop. Your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is
fucking
a bullet.
The bullet falls.
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on him. No, you deserve it. We can log it later. We need to add a high velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. Opinion, fatal injury. That was Dan. This time we have extensive tissue destruction away from the wound track. And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after these men. There have been other signs too. Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here. To hide something. That's for us to find out. Oh, you really do. I am glad. Yes, we should take a...
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that...
We put him in a bag. I would drive him to processing, but it's too late to do that today. One more thing. This was really good work, Detective. All right. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands. We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be...
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up? Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of it. Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window. Then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the...
What are you doing? We should move.
You could definitely go for some more.
I'm coming.